Hello, Nick here. Going to do a little comparison video today. If you watched my previous videos, you know I just got this new Icom 9500, and I did a video yesterday on all the controls and how it operates, and probably not everything, but as much as I understood or was able to comprehend from the manual. And we went through a lot of that stuff. We went through the AM sync and the noise reduction on how they're not terrible. They don't suck, okay? Like I've read reviews online. They don't, all right? I actually like them. But that's a different story. We can check that out and let you guys make your own decisions. So today, we are going to compare the Icom 9500 versus the Rohde and Schwarz EK070 and the Icom 9000, which is the predecessor to the 9500. Now, this radio was made in 1990, or the Icom started making them in 1990. I don't know exactly when that one was made. They were done before 2000. They were probably done before 1995 making them. This one was made in the 80s. All right, so Rohde and Schwarz, I think they first released that in 1980 or early 80s, and they made them. They were used for a long time. That's an incredible radio. So I don't know when they stopped or even when this one was made, but both of these work great. You've seen videos on them. So let's move the camera in and look, and we'll compare them on similar signals. It is, what time is it? 11:46 a.m. Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas. And we'll start with that weak beacon that I'm always messing around with. Okay, so let's cut to the chase here. So zoom in. All right. So CW, narrow filter, narrow. The beacon is so weak, it doesn't even show as a blip on this screen. Let's take the attenuation off. I'll move the thing out of the way. I don't really think it's showing. I mean, in the noise. Let's try the different filters. Okay, let's come over here to the Rohde and Schwarz. Again, AM, AGC slow, no attenuation. This one doesn't have preamplification. So let's turn this up. All radios are working on their own internal speakers. So we're at 600 bandwidth, 300 bandwidth, 300 hertz. Let's try and drop it down one more. 150 hertz. let's come up here to the Icom. CW, we'll go through all the bandwidths. So that beacon's coming in very well this morning, and all three receivers got it. Now the Rohde and Schwarz may be at a disadvantage because it doesn't have a preamp, so neither does the Icom 9000. This one has a preamp, and I had it on 0.1. Well, you heard it on all three amps, so I have two preamps and no amp. You heard it on all three, okay? I still think this radio is getting it the best. And I didn't even draw the bandwidth down to the lowest one. I can, because the bandwidths are customizable, I think I can bring that down to 100 hertz, but I don't need to. It sounds incredible. So I don't know. I'm digging on this. I really like the way this one sounds. Oh, by the way, all three radios are on the Wellbrook antenna, mounted outdoors, running through the Stridesburg Engineering multi-coupler. So no need to flip a switch. The multi-coupler is shielded and amplified, so there's no signal loss. And then all three of these radios obviously are shielded and designed to work in rooms with other radios. So anyway, let's try to listen to something else. So let's go to I don't know, since we're here, let's just try some sideband stuff. So this time of the day, 20 meters should be up. Let's go. All right, I'm on a long wave beacon. Since I hit that, let's check that out. So I'm on AM 3.8 kilohertz bandwidth. No preamp, no attenuation. There's the scope with no attenuation on the scope. 10 dB, 20 dB. For the different filters. 9 kilohertz. Super wide, too wide for this. Still sounds good. 3 kilohertz bandwidth, AM. Fast, slow, that light started flashing because if you alter the settings that are in the memory, it flashes to let you know you've changed something. So I just hit clear to get out of that screen. All right, this sounds very nice. .5 kilohertz. So I could do that on the Icom, but I'd have to go in the settings and adjust that because there's only 3 settings, and on AM, my lowest setting, I set it personally at 3.8. Anyway. All right, let's try the other radio. So this one, we'll go to AM middle. Let's go to narrow. Sounds very nice. Let's go to, like I said before, AM. I mean sideband. We'll go to, there's a net at 14.3. No preamp, filter 2. So every time I change the filter, you can read the filter setting up there. Oh, we're also shifting. Let's turn that off.
Merry Christmas to you and yours, and a Happy New Year as well. Over.
Upper sideband, slow AGC, 2.3 kilohertz bandwidth. There's only one bandwidth for sideband. Back to the 9500 just to show you, because these guys started talking again. Rohde and Schwarz. $9,500. Anyway, so let's quickly go over here. See if we can catch them.
reporting traffic with radio operation. For further information about the net, please go to our website and right here on the video. While I'm to reference mode. So for that app, listeners not realized
Too narrow. That's probably a CW filter. All right, so they all sound good. It's nice to have the preamp option, even though I didn't use it in sideband there, but it's nice to have this preamp option for either the higher frequencies or some of the weaker signals and stuff like that. But let's do some AM. Let's go to, let's see what you guys do, 13 something.
It just wasn't going away. And I heard...
Y ahora, muchos de ellos están pagando un alto precio. Jamal Abdul al-Nasser has a successor. Since 1946, Rohde, It's a Wonderful Life is released on this day. It was directed by Frank Capra and starred Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed in lead roles. It is a Christmas time.
Let's try synchronous.
God's purpose for you on earth. What a difference every life makes. What do we mean if you have not...
So I'm going to stop talking. Just watch. If I change filters, it'll show up here. Synchronous will show here. Noise reduction will turn the yellow light on here.
Computer monitors for this day. December 20th, 1998, impeachment proceedings are undertaken by the U.S. House of Representatives against then President William Clinton, who was convicted of perjury and obstruction of justice tied to his relationship to the White House intern. He was later tried by the Senate, which eventually acquitted him on both charges. In the world,
Threshold of the NR.
Wonderful Life asks the question, what would the world be like without you? If you were never born, who'd miss you? As for the movie, you would like to think without it, a chain of good would never happen. But for fun, it would be a chain of evil. Then, that was an infamous purpose from God. In Exodus chapter 11, God makes Pharaoh know that Pharaoh was raised up for the purpose of showing that he, God, would show his power, that God's name would be proclaimed in all the earth. You will set yourself against my people and not let them go. Thus, I will send the worst hailstorm ever fallen on earth. The only place it did not fail was the land of Goshen, where the Israelites were. No plagues would be sent until Pharaoh finally relented.
AM, slow. 6 kilohertz.
The wise men really follow the Christmas star? Next on today's Creation Moment. Here's our Creation Moment.
20 dB attenuation. No synchronous, no noise reduction available. The only thing I can do is monkey with the attenuation or something. Or the AGC. Fast.
The question is, are these interplanetaries possible? Matthew 2 verse 1 tells us that the wise men came from the east of the Rohde. Verses 2 and
Manual gain backed it off a smidge.
seen the star, indicating his birth in the eastern sky. They had not followed the star to Jerusalem as often depicted.
By the way, that's a tuning indicator in case you haven't caught on to that yet.
We know from Matthew chapter 2 and verse 9 that the star that they had seen in the eastern sky moved.
Alright, let's shoot over to the Icom.
either the northern or the southern sky. That is very unstar-like. In fact, the star was even more unstar-like in that it effectively attracted
No synchronous, no noise reduction. 20 dB attenuation. 10 10 dB attenuation.
Liftoff will clearly create icon to announce the birth of the Savior also knows to the world he came to save. For more information, visit us online at creationmoments.com. You'll find both written and audio transcripts, creation-focused articles and Bible studies, and many other resources. That's at creationmoments.com.
And back to the Icom.
Christians in China celebrate by lighting their houses with beautiful poker lanterns and decorating their Christmas trees.
To me, that sounds way better than either of the other
The
ones.
vast majority of the Chinese people
And
are
this,
Christian.
even without
The
sync,
main winter festival of China is the Chinese New Year, which takes place toward the end of January. In Australia, Christmas calendar has all the glitter.
and the noise reduction pulls a little of that static out.
In New York,
I turn the threshold back just to get a little bit of the static out.
of weather. It's the summer holiday season, and students are wrapping up their school year as well.
But if you don't like the synthetic sound, there you
In
go.
Madagascar, most Malagasy exchange small presents, and Santa Claus is called
No sync.
Grandfather Christmas. He wears a red outfit like in the United States.
Those guys on the internet that said that this radio syncs sucks and the noise reduction sucks, they must have just got really old early version radios. This is the latest firmware, which 1.07 is, I mean, it's been out for decades. Literally, I think, like, if I remember looking at Icom's webpage, it was like 2007 this firmware was released and hasn't been changed. But my gut is telling me inside that in those 15 years, they've changed something in this radio. They don't tell you. Oh, another thing. Do you remember how everybody says the Icom 9500 runs super hot and the fan always kicks on? Mine's not hot. I mean, admittedly, it's only been running a half an hour for this video, but I was running it for a couple of hours before I even started this video. The fan has, I'm on AC power. I've got the stock power cord plugged in, AC power. The fan has not come on. Not that I can hear. I can hear one over here on the 9500. And this thing's barely warm to the touch. So maybe it's because I'm running the screen. So the factory default screen LCD brightness is 100%. I've got mine turned down to 70%. And then if I'm not doing a video, I'll even run it with the dimmer switch on, which cuts it in half again. So that's like, what, 35%? I bet that pulls a lot of amperage out. It doesn't have to work as hard. That might help keep it cooler. Or who knows, maybe Icom changed the power supply in the last 17 years, right? Why wouldn't they if they were having problems before? So my fan hasn't come on yet on AC power. The video I ran yesterday was all on DC power, and obviously the fan didn't come on and the radio didn't get hot. But the power supply that I was running, an Astron power supply, that sucker, the fan came on that. Anyway, I mean, and I'm not getting any extraneous noise or nothing. This thing is performing very, very well, exceeding all of my expectations. So let's keep going. I can't do UHF or VHF because I brought it in here and I don't have an antenna for an extra antenna to put on this. So the only thing we got is the Wellbrook antenna, so I can't even test another antenna. All the other antennas are all available at the original spot I had this. So just for this test, we're only gonna be able to do the Wellbrook. Let's since I have the memories set up on this Rohde, let's see if we can find something. Maybe we get some utilities, something to listen to.
Best news in the world is found in playing the star on the
So
piano.
recall 01. WWV. We already listened to this.
Perfectly Q5 signal, no problems at all.
So we already listened to this.
Hope you have a good.
All three
Christmas
radios
down
are
there, and,
spot
nice to
on.
hear you, over.
A little early, I think, for 40 meters. Here's more beacons. Now, some of these beacons I got off a list. They're coming from other countries, okay? So you may or may not hear them depending on the time of day or atmospheric conditions. All right, CW 28197. Oops. Damn, listen to that. .250 hertz bandwidth, just for giggles. There's no way in the world that's not better than the Rohde and Schwarz. No way in the world it's not better. All right, let's go to the Icom 9000. 28197. CW. Oops, sorry. Narrow filter. Sounds nice. I'd say that signal is pretty close to the 9500 signal, but if I turn the noise reduction on the 9500, it filters out a little bit of that unwanted stuff that's back there. So this is good. Let's go back to the Rohde and Schwarz. Oh, we are also on a very wide filter here. So let's, I think. Oh, there we go. The Rohde and Schwarz reclaims its Germanness. Sounds very nice. I'm not going to move the camera. I'm just going to switch the volume between these two. No noise reduction. I'm turning noise reduction on right now. Watch my fingers. All right. I think if I had to say, given the tools available to these radios as they sit, the 9500 is doing better. The other ones are awesome. They're getting it, no problem. I think that those extra tools like the sync in AM and the noise reduction, if you use it judiciously and you use it correctly, don't just dive in and max it out, right? If you use it correctly, I think on a super weak signal or something that's coming from very far away that you're having trouble reading or getting in, those tools will help you. And this radio applies them correctly if the operator applies them correctly. Let's see. Let's go back. What else haven't we listened to yet? All right, let's go back to the Rohde and Schwarz and see if there's any other, maybe something in the memory that we haven't seen yet. All right.
Hold out there. This is W0.
In the mix. He's packing up his stuff.
Another beacon. We might come back to that if we don't have anything else to listen to. There's another beacon. Let's go listen to, we'll do one more AM signal and then I'll let you guys get back to work so your bosses don't fire you for watching YouTube in the middle of the day. So I have that problem all the time. All right, let's go to, I don't know, we'll just start messing around at 13 megahertz AM. Turn the attenuation off. Filter 2, 6 kilohertz. We're at auto-tune, baby.
Allow us that particular. $13,645 AM, slow AGC, no attenuation. All right, watch my fingers when I switch between these two.
reduction off on the 9500 now. Preamp off on the 9500. I mean, the Rohde Schwarz is an awesome radio, kind of keeping up with the Icom. That signal might just be too weak to do anything with.
Americans are reluctant to enter partnerships unless there are assurances that money and risk.
l'Eucaristia.
When I finish dinner, I wash up, watch TV,
Wow.
and go to bed at about 10:30.
식사를 뜻하는 와시하고 음식을 유리하고 식사를 하고 선거실에서 행동을 말할 때 쓸 수 있는 아주 유용한 표현입니다. 10시 30분경을 뜻하는 about 10:30는 시간을 말할 때 언제든 쓸 수 있는 유용한 표현인데요. 시간만 바꿔 8시 30분경 about 8:30이라고 말할 수 있습니다. 자, 이제 필의 이야기를 처음부터 다시 들어볼게요. 필의 평일은 같나요? 네. weekdays are always the same. 평일은 늘 같죠? 그는 몇 시에 일어나요? from 9 to 5 job. 9시부터 2시까지 근무하는 시간을 갖고 있죠? 몇 시에 기차를 타야 하나요? 그는 catch train at 8 a.m. 오전 8시 하네요. 그가 세상의 대형 식료품 매장에 가는 ingredients for dinner. 저녁 식사 재료를 쓰기 위해서죠. 실은 집에 가면 무엇을 알아요? If dinner 하면 저녁 식사가 필요해요. 그는 저녁 식사 후 설거지를 하나요? 네, 그는 설거지 washing을 하죠. 다음 시간에도 더 유용한 표현을 배워봐요.
So to me, that sync does cut out a lot of the fading. All right, last chance here. So 12095.
오늘의 문제는요. 패션 스피에 들어가는 가장 흔한 우선적은 무엇인가요? 그런가? 1번 영어, 2번 참치, 3번 대박. interesting question. 그렇죠? 엉뚱하게도 그렇습니다. 진행 중에 정답을 공개할게요. 다들 패션 스피에 대해 얘기해볼까요? Visitors to the UK usually like to try the traditional takeaway fish and chips. 네, 이것들은 대개 영국의 전통 식용들이 테이크어웨이, 생선과 감자튀김, 피쉬칩스를 넣어봅니다. 다른 일반적인 테이크어웨이 중에 인디아 요리.
All right. It will end on the 9500.
주로 그 연사입니다. 같은 의미를 가진 연사로는 take out 있죠. Yes, chicken chips have deep fried fish covered in crispy butter. 네, 치킨칩스는 안주, 바타도 덮여 기름에 튀긴 deep fried 생선이 있습니다. deep fried 생선은 기름기가 많아지고 버터가 매우 바삭해요. 버터에는 일반적으로 계란회로만 들어가는데요. 물과 밀가루입니다. 여기에 이집트 생선과 감자튀김도 곁들이죠. That's right. The chips are often covered in salt and vinegar. 네.
Okay. Let's do a quick check on the temperature. So the 9500 is a little warmer than when we started, but I'm touching every panel, front, back, side, top. It is not hot. This video is currently 42 minutes long, and the Icom was running for at least an hour before, maybe longer. I have not even heard the fan come on this one yet. The fan is still running on the 9000. The Rohde and Schwarz, there's a heat sink on the side. It's barely warm. But I love all three radios. I really like the 9500 a lot. Okay? So that's my first head-to-head test. It definitely is no worse than either of those other two radios. In my personal opinion, I think it performed better than both. The next test will be WJ8711. Okay? Just have to get it over here, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna plug it into a safe power supply, and then get an antenna cable over here and all that kind of mess. So basically just the logistics. But that's it. Having fun here, doing a head-to-head shootout. I can't believe that the fan did not even kick on this 9500. I'm very happy. Very happy. All right, thanks for hanging out.